Good afternoon, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. Woo! Today, I'm going to be pickling some okra, and I'm having to improvise, guys. And sometimes I know this happens to you, where you go to look in your spice cabinet or your refrigerator, and you find out you don't have any dill seed or dill weed. So I'm going to be using the Mrs. Wages kosher dill pickle mix. This is going to make quite a bit, guys. I'm really excited about it, and as you can see, I have lots of okra that I do need to process. Now, we did a video yesterday out at Antique Alley, so let me give you a really quick update on that. Antique Alley is a event that happens the third weekend of September and the third weekend of April. And guys, it's all throughout these small towns out here, all up and down Highway 4, and it's through Venus and Alvarado and Grandview and Itasca and Waxahachie and Maypearl. It used to be much bigger, but it's kind of slimmed down a little bit. But I think after the situation that we had, it's starting to ramp back up. So if you guys don't have plans during those times of the year, you might want to put that on your calendar, because it's a great place to get home goods, crafts, homemade soaps, homemade food, homemade canned goods, lots and lots of antiques. So be sure and put that on your calendar. But let's get started processing these. And again, we're improvising because I do need to get this okra processed. It is really coming in now, guys, since I told it, I think it was 3 weeks ago, if you don't start processing, you're coming down, and man, it is taken off. So stay tuned and let's see how this works. So you can see I got a pretty big load of this okra that I'm going to wash up, and we're going to trim off the edges. We're not going to cut into the okra. We're just going to cut down some of the stems, and we're going to get started on this. And so again, I'm using the Mrs. Wages dill pickles. And guys, I think this is probably going to turn out pretty good. So to start out, we're going to use 3 1/3 cups of white vinegar, and then I'm going to add 7 1/3 cups of water to a stainless steel. You want to be sure, guys, when you're pickling, to use stainless steel pots. So we've added our water to our vinegar, and now I'm going to go ahead and add the Mrs. Wages mix. I'm getting my okra all washed up, and then I'm going to snip off those ends, and we're going to start packing our jars. We're going to bring our mixture up to a boil. Over here to the right, you see I've got my water bath canner already heating up, getting ready. Pickled okra here in the South is a pretty normal table staple. It is very good with catfish. In fact, if you go to some of our better catfish restaurants here in the DFW area, you'll see that they have pickled okra on the menu. It is a great, great side and a great relish for your holidays that are coming up. I'm going to use some of the smaller ones, guys. For your holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So this is a very shelf stable. It'll last on your shelf quite a long time because we are pickling it. You want to make sure you wash your jars, you sterilize them, and then you get them packed. So our Mrs. Dash's liquid is ready to go. We're going to ladle this in, and we're going to leave a 1/2 inch head space. I have my lids in hot water. You want to make sure and debubble them, and this okra is wanting to float. This is, I think, guys, going to turn out really, really well. Wipe your rim so you get a good seal. Put your lid on there. Finger tighten. We're going to put into our water bath canner that's ready for us. You want to make sure that your jars are covered. We're going to bring this up to a rolling boil, guys, and we're going to process this for about 13 minutes. Now the recipe called for quart jars. These are pints, so 13 minutes should do the trick. So it's coming up to a boil. I'm getting ready to set my timer. All right, guys, we're finishing up now. Gonna turn this off, gonna turn my timer off. Let me get my little tongs. Boy, that shrunk up a lot, didn't it? That's okay. Okay, we're going to let them sit, guys, for about 24 hours. They did shrink up significantly. That's okay. We're going to eat it anyway, and I'm excited about it. I think this will be a great relish for our Thanksgiving and our Christmas dinner. We have lots more okra coming in. I'll run out and get some dill, and I'll go ahead and do it the ball canning method as well. And I'll do a video on that, which is the more conventional. But I think these are going to be great. And the great thing about Mrs. Wages is these are done now. And sometimes when you do your canning and your pickling, it has to sit about 7 to 10 days. So this is already ready. Once it cools, in about 24 hours, I can pop some in the fridge and they'll be ready to go. What do you think? So we're being very fastidious this year about canning and preserving everything that we grow, and we've done a great job. And back when I had my back issues, Greg canned all of our tomatoes, all of our cucumbers. We are canning like crazy this year, guys, and I bet that we probably have canned maybe 150 pints, some quarts, and we have canned tomatoes and pickles, to include dill pickles, kosher dill pickles, spicy dill pickles, and bread and butter pickles, and we have made ketchup, and we have made rotel, and we have made just canned regular tomatoes, and let's see, what else did he make? He made so many things back when I was down with my back. But anyway, we are canning like crazy. I'm fixing to crank up that freeze dryer because my herbs are coming in, especially for my herbal teas for the fall. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be making some holy basil tea and some mullein tea. And then I'll be freeze drying some of our greens as they start to come in. We use our beet powder every day. I got more beets in the ground. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't be afraid to step outside the box. We do, as you see, and you know, if you've been watching, that that's exactly what we do. And if you have to improvise, improvise. So now I'm going to get to slicing this okra, and I'm going to bread it up. I'm going to use an egg and cornmeal mixture, and I'm going to pop it in freezer bags, so it'll be ready for us to fry up because we got tons of it. So thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. We will be in touch. Take care. See you soon. Love you.